doing on today? It's release day. It's a book birthday. And guess what? She's back. The one and only, none other like her, Jacquelin Thomas. Over 100 books. She's hanging out with us today, guys. And as I always say, she may spill a little tea, she may spill a lot, but there will be some tea that is spilled today, guys. We are talking about her hot off the press new release of Jackie. I just forgot the title. I got so excited. A family worth fighting for. A family worth fighting for, guys. I'll spill a little tea. Jacqueline and I was offline, and I was sharing with her how much I enjoyed this book. And I was just really gushing over her. Guys, if you have not read this book yet, let me just tell you, you are in for a treat. I need for you, okay, because this is my friend. I need for you to run, not walk to the bookstore, but run to the bookstore. Go online, order you a copy of A Family Worth Fighting For, and tell a friend to tell a friend. But in the meantime, stay right here, grab your favorite summer beverage, pull up a seat, tell a friend to join us because we're getting ready to have tea time with Jacquelin and Thomas. Jacquelin, of course, you are no stranger here at the cafe. We love when you come hang out with us. But for those who may not know you, introduce yourself to the people.
Okay, well, hello everybody. I'm Jacquelin Thomas, and I have been in the writing world 30 plus years. My most recent book is A Family Worth Fighting For. It's actually book 8 in a series called Poke Island. I have a Poke Island series, and this is actually book number 8. And so I'm just really, oh, thank you, Miss JB. Nice to see you. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Hey, JB, thank you for hanging out with us. And guys, oh my goodness, let me just tell you, Jacqueline already know. I don't even know if she realized it when she first gave us the first set of the Poke Island series. This is kind of like part 2 of the Poke Island series. But Jacqueline, did you ever imagine that your fans and super fans and those that are just becoming new to Poke Island, that we would fall in love with it as much as we have? I mean, we want to go there. In our mind, we are going to Poke Island. Tell us about that experience for you.
It's the same for me. Actually, we were driving down to Fort Lauderdale. We spent the weekend in Fort Lauderdale, and when we got to the Charleston area, I'm looking like across the bridge, like trying to see Poke Island and just imagining it there. So Poke Island is very real to me as well. I love it. I love it. And it's loosely based on St. Simon's Island, which is in Georgia, kind of the area where I grew up. So I, wanted an island that was founded by Black people, people of color, and that it was able to remain that way because a lot of our towns have disappeared, and so I wanted to create one that didn't disappear, but instead became this tropical paradise. Hello, Helen. Hello, Robin.
Wow. Hey,
Hello,
Helen, thank
everyone.
you for joining us on today. Oh my goodness. And Jacqueline, is that because if my memory serves me correctly, when you kind of like put this town together, you kind of mapped it out. Like there's a map that you have. There is, you have it designed where where the places are and the locations and things of that nature. How cool was that for you? And I'm sure, Jackie, now that you are kind of several books into this series, do you ever have to go back and say, okay, what's located where? Or
You know what? It's so real. I know that on North Beach is where the big houses are.
uh-huh.
The mansions. South Beach is kind of it's the opposite. We still have the historical district. Polk Island was founded in 1887 by Polk and Haas Rothschild, two
I
brothers.
love it.
They were traveling from Georgia, heading up north, and Polk's wife got sick and died. And so he buried her on what is now known as Polk Island. And he couldn't bear to leave her. So he decided, I can't leave her here by herself. So they settled there. And so the only time the brothers ever left the island was to find wives. For Polk, find a mother for his 10 children, and for Haas to find a wife. And then they brought their families. And then,
Exactly. And she did say 10 children. She did say 10 children.
yes. So, I have that history. I know that history very well.
Well,
And so,
I love that. I love that. And guys, if you're just joining us, yes, we are talking to Jacquelin Thomas. And for those who may not be familiar with the series, Jacquelin just kind of she did a little catch up for us. She gave you a little summary about Polk Island as well. But we're getting ready to get into her new book that just released on today. It is called A Family Worth of Fighting For. And Jacquelin, you know we have to talk about this cover. I remember when you did the cover reveal. This cover is just so cute. I love this cover. It definitely grabs your attention. But tell us a little bit about this cover and when you saw your final cover for A Family We're Fighting For. What was it like for you?
well, compared to the other Poke Island books, it was a surprise. That one was a surprise, but it was a pleasant surprise. I love the colors. I love the picture of the family with Patrick
Mhm.
and with little Bella. It's the way I envisioned them in the story. So they actually took that concept. However, I wouldn't have Bella so close to the hives without wearing gear.
Right, right.
But for the pictures, I think it worked perfectly.
It is. And Jackie, it looks so summery. And again, like you said, I love the family. I love how she's sitting on his shoulders and she got her arms out. I mean, it's just super cute. And guys, when you read the book, I mean, this would be so Bella, you know? I love her character. And Jackie, that's one of the things that I like about you. Not only do you flesh out your adult characters, but the children in your books. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And we're going to talk about Bella in just a little bit too, guys. Let me tell you, Bella steals the show. Okay. Bella steals the show and our hearts as well. So we talked a little bit briefly about the cover, Jackie. You know, I have to ask you this. The title, A Family Worth Fighting For. And guys, when you read the book, the title just blends and just makes sense. But for you, tell us about that title. And was it the original working title?
No, it was not the original working title.
Uh-huh.
As always, Harlequin and I go back and forth with titles, and they mostly win. But for me, with this particular book, when they came up with this title, I was 100% on board because titles are not. I feel are my strength. Sometimes I
Mhm.
get one that really, really, speaks to the story. But when I saw this one, because that's what they were doing, they were fighting for their family.
They were. They were indeed. Let me tell you.
And so, a family worth fighting for is about second chances, forgiveness and the unbreakable bonds of family. And so you get to see Patrick's family. You get to see,
Yeah.
of course, the Worthingtons, London's family, and kind of how they compare and they contrast.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And Jacqueline, we had a comment or a question. They wanted to know, can you read this book in the series without having to go back and read the like if they're just coming stumbling upon it, is that okay? Or do they need to read in order? Talk to that.
Each Poke Island book is a standalone book. However, you will know that there were other books that are involved. For example, this one, Bella is four. I think in the very first Worthington book, London is actually pregnant. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, she's actually pregnant. So Bella is born in the first book. However, you can read them out of order, but it just helps you understand the family dynamics. Yeah, Miss Mama Tony said it exactly. You can read them out of order, but if you want to fully understand family dynamics, it's good to kind of read in order.
Yes, yes. Guys, if you're just joining us, hanging out with Jacqueline Thomas, not just hanging out with her on today at the cafe. We are celebrating. Today is her book birthday. A Family Worth Fighting For. It is available. It is available in ebook. It's also available in print. We'll be sharing with you in just a moment how you can get your hands on a copy of it. And of course, guys, feel free in the comment section to wish Jacqueline a happy release day. As well, if you have a question or two, put that in the comment as well, the comment section, because we like to be interactive here at the cafe. Now, Jacqueline, okay, let's get into it. So we talked a little bit about Polk Island and how it feels it's so cozy and intimate. But for you, again, kind of giving them the backstory, but then tie it into this story, kind of what inspired the island setting and the community that lives there? Because, guys, it is a community of people that live on Polk Island.
I think about, when I think about where I want to live and what I desire in a place to live, community is big for me, and it's something
Mhm.
that I grew up with. When I was growing up, if I did something down the street, 2 blocks away, you know, somewhere, it got back to my grandmother before I got home. Uh,
Listen,
but not only that, I was chastised by whoever caught me. And then they told, you can't do that now. I can't just go and say to some child, hey, you know better because you might get cussed out,
listen.
and you might get cussed out by their parents.
See.
So, times have changed. We talk about even now it takes a village to raise children, but we don't really act that way anymore.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
is very sad for me, because I do believe that my village was strong. If
yeah.
was disrespectful or threatening to me.
Mhm.
These people, and some of them didn't even really know me, but they knew my grandma, they knew my great aunt,
Yes.
they knew my uncle, and they come out there and they're ready to, rumble.
Yeah.
And they would tell me, "Girl, you come on in this house and you stay here
Listen.
until
Listen.
I take you home or have your grandma come pick you up."
I
We can,
love that, Jackie. That was good times when, like you said, it was a family, it was community. Like you could go next door and get some sugar. Everybody knew everybody. Again, so thank you for sharing a little bit of that insight about what inspired the Polk Island setting as well as that community setting. Because again, whenever you write one of your Polk Island books, it does feel like community. It does feel like home as well when people go and experience the island. And guys, I'm not just taking the word experience lightly. When you read the Polk Island series, each book is actually a lived in experience as well. Now, let's talk a little bit about these characters a little bit, Jacqueline. So, of course, London's Honey Farm. Let's talk about that first before we go into the character. Is such a unique backdrop for the book. But what made you choose that profession for her?
I always try to stretch myself with writers. As a writer, I always try to come up with unique careers. The heartwarming imprint itself is about regular people. You know,
Yeah.
it's not about wealth. It's not about, these fancy titles and all these different things. And so I love honey. I love,
Mm.
and I love trying different types of honey.
Okay.
I actually visited a honey farm, and so just fell in love. And so I thought, she's very bohemian. What would she do for a living? And I thought, honey. And
Okay.
that's what happened. And so, in this particular honey farm, they talked about how the hives, that there's a community when they're circular versus when they're just kind of, scattered or laid out.
Wow.
So
Okay.
it fit Polk Island
Yeah.
because community, even with the bees.
Jackie, I am loving it, guys. Jacqueline is spilling the tea. She's sharing a little bit about her research that she found out about honey and bees. And of course, guys, it's incorporated into her story as well. Jacqueline, they are giving you lots of love on your release day today. Hey, Ola, thank you for joining us. Hi, Rhonda. Thank you for joining us on today as well. Guys, if you are just joining us, we are hanging out with author Jacqueline Thomas, guys. We are celebrating with her. Her new release, it is called A Family Worth of Fighting For. You are in for a treat because in just a moment, Jacqueline's going to be sharing just a little snippet of a family we're fighting for as well. JB said that she loves honey too. It's her only sweetener
Yeah.
that she uses as well. Thank you for sharing that, JB. Now, okay. So Patrick, he is a globe-trotting photojournalist. That's a unique occupation as well. But what do you love most? I'm sorry, Jack. Let me make sure I get my question right. For him, so it's fun, it's adventurous until it's not. For a career for him, but what made you choose that profession for him?
Well, I guess it goes back to why I wrote the book. So let me
Yeah.
share mine why I wrote this particular story. It was inspired by a moment I will never forget. This was many years ago, over 20 years ago now.
Wow.
I lived in LA. I lived in Oceanside. I'm sorry. I lived in Oceanside, right at the back gate of Camp Pendleton. And so there were troops coming home, and I went, and I watched this soldier. He had just gotten off the plane, and you could tell he was looking, but walking up, and she was kind of very timid. Mom kind of had to urge her, but there was this little girl, and what I realized was that she had never met her father. He had never met his daughter, and so
Wow.
I watched the emotions on his face. There was joy, there was disbelief, there was gratitude. And then I felt like the tears was because he was realizing everything that he had missed because
Wow.
he had not been there when she was born.
Wow. And Jacqueline, to now hear like the backstory, oh wow, that's a wow moment. And to think that that was one of those things. So, authors, if you're out there, did you hear what Jackie said? I mean, this is something from like 20 years ago, and this came to her again, and now we have a family worth fighting for. Now we have to talk about London a little bit because London, she's such a beautiful, layered character, Jackie. What do you love most about her strength and her resilience? Because I definitely would characterize her as those two things. She's a lot of other things too, but she definitely has strength and she definitely is resilient.
I think you can attribute that to her family. As someone who studied psychology for many, many
Yeah.
years, I really love layered characters. And I
Yeah.
really am curious as to why they are the way they are. And I know that a lot of it is attachment style, some of his birth order theory. There are all these theories we can attribute to this, but mostly she grew up in a secure family. She was
Mhm.
loved, you know, and and that's what she wanted for her baby. And as
Mhm.
you understand why she made the decision that she made, because in the first Worthington family book, you find out she's pregnant, and you also find her decision to not
Mhm.
tell her father at that time. She was
Mhm.
not ever going to not tell him, but she had her reasons, and
Yeah.
was also dealing with the loss of her father. So
Yeah.
this is the type of person she needs to process things and compartmentalize. So she's the type of person who kind of compartmentalizes her feelings, and
Yeah.
she had to deal with grieving her father. Then she had to
Mhm.
a mother, a single parent. Then she also had to deal with building her business.
Yes.
So now we're to the point where this book opens. She's got her business running. She's got Bella, who's happy and lovable and safe and secure. Now, here comes Patrick. And I would like to say, most likely she would have reached out to him, but he beat her to it.
Listen, okay, now Jacqueline, let me just tell, okay, y'all, let me paint the picture, okay? This is one of those books where let me just say, Jacqueline hits you with the headliner in like the first couple of pages, okay? She just hits you with a headliner. Patrick shows up front and center, okay? And he is present, very present, okay? And I was like, I said, oh. So I'm just telling you that, it's not really a spoiler. He shows up
Oh
front
yeah.
and center from jump. Okay. But Jackie, what was that like for you writing that in there? Because again, I was like, okay. So this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing, Patrick. Look,
Oh yeah, because I want
Jacqueline, he had questions.
yes, he did. And the eyes gave it away. You know,
Mhm.
the eyes gave it away.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think that
And y'all, I'll just tell you this, and Jacqueline, please jump in. But Bella, she has her daddy whole face. Okay, so
yeah,
that was it too. Once he saw her, he was like, "Oh, that's mine. That's my
yes,
child."
there was no denying this. But I think that I wanted it to be immediate because I'm
Mm,
a father, and again, I always look at goals and motives, and I looked at the way that he grew up. Um,
mhm.
you will learn more about in the book, but the regrets that he had, and then to make a decision that cost him the woman that he loved, not
Yeah.
not knowing she was pregnant.
Mm,
So
yeah.
the man that Patrick is would not wait.
Yeah.
He was not going to wait another minute.
Look,
So
Jack, he was like,
I
I'm
had
here, and he was like, I want to see my daughter.
right. I mean, that's true Patrick. That's the thing about when you write your characters is making sure that they are true to who you
Yeah,
create them to be.
yes, I
The
love that.
man that I created wasn't going to sit and wait. He's like, I have a daughter. I've missed 4 years, almost 5 years.
Yeah,
Oh, we have to have a conversation.
yeah, yeah.
And story, forget about the story. It's like, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Now, Jacqueline, we've kind of hinted around it, but we have to talk about 4-year-old Bella. Guys, let me tell you, Bella is adorable. She is instantly lovable. Okay. Who cannot love Bella as well? But how did you create Bella's personality so she becomes the heart of this reunion?
Bella is actually a recreation of my
Mhm.
granddaughter, Skylar. Skylar is so happy and lovable and curious and opinionated. And I just put all of that into Bella because I love children like that, you know.
I love that. I love that. And Jackie, of course, we talked about her a little bit, but how would you describe London's character to us?
Lanyon is opinionated. London, like I say, she compartmentalizes her emotions. She's very opinionated. She's very loyal, especially when it comes to family, and very, even so, protective. Anybody who has read the other two books, you get London's opinion in those books. She's very opinionated and very protective. But
Mhm,
again, she's someone who, she adored her father.
mhm,
She adored him. And, losing him was hard on her, but she survived.
mhm.
And so
And go ahead,
mhm,
Jackie.
I was just gonna say everything she does, if you think about it, is to honor family.
Mm. And
You know,
that actually leads me into the next question because, guys, let's be real. She really didn't plan to keep Bella like a secret as long as she did, but her decision came from like, and Jackie, of course, you wrote it, so correct me if I'm not reading it right the way I perceived it, but it's almost like her decision came from a place of heartbreak. It came from pressure. It came from wanting to protect her daughter. But for you, how did you approach writing her trust journey? Because her trust had definitely went on a journey in this book. How was that for you?
for me, it was what I would do if placed in that situation. My first thought is going to be my children and protecting
Mm.
children. If there's toxicity within family, um, and I can speak, from some experience, not with
Mhm.
in-laws, but just, everybody has, some people in their family that
Yeah.
they
Mhm.
can be toxic. And so I've always kept my children, I had boundaries in place so that my children were not affected. So I feel
Mhm.
like she wasn't doing anything that was extraordinary. Um, I felt she was doing what any parent would, is set certain boundaries and have certain boundaries in place. Um,
Mhm.
child.
Yeah, yeah. And Jacqueline, speaking of this, and of course you can spill as much tea as you want. Patrick's mother, I'm gonna leave that right there
Ooh,
because she plays a major role in this separation. But for you, what inspired this complicated dynamic? Because y'all, let me tell you, it's complicated. And Patrick, that's his answer. He be like, it's complicated.
well, again, we are products in our environment,
Yeah.
and I really had to really sketch out what life was like for her because
Hmm.
I had to have it make sense to me
Yeah.
in an effort to make it make sense for you all. Um,
Hmm.
some people may read it and go, really? But just so you know, stuff like that really does happen
Yeah.
because
Yeah. It does. Hmm.
when
Hmm.
I had to do family counseling. I've had to deal with some stuff like that. So,
But
so
Tony Bonita said, no comments on the mother. There's things she can't say online.
no, but
Now,
you know,
go ahead.
yeah. So she was coming from a place of pain, and
Yeah, yeah,
sometimes, if we're honest, when we're in a place of pain, we're not very nice.
yeah. Mm-hmm,
Some
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
intentional, some of it's unintentional. Some of it
Mm,
don't even realize. But the point is, when someone kind of points out the behavior, we should at least listen without trying to defend and consider.
mhm,
You know,
mhm, mhm, mhm.
consider, is this true? You know,
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah,
somebody's perspective, and perspective is not always the actual truth, but we should have that curiosity. If someone is saying, you know, you really aren't a nice person, have a curiosity as to why they feel that way.
yeah, 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 yeah. Guys, if you're just joining us, hanging out with the one, the only Jacqueline Thomas on today, guys. Her new release, A Family We're Fighting for. It is hot off the press. It's available now in ebook and print. Hold tight. Jacqueline's getting ready to share just a little bit of this story with us. And Jacqueline, before you do that, I want to switch it up just a little bit. I want to ask you three words or give you or provide for you three words or what have you. And I want for you to share with us what's the first thing that comes to mind when you think of those three together. So three words together. First up, warm, protective, hopeful. Warm, protective, hopeful. What comes to mind?
Safety.
Ooh, okay. I like that. I like that. Next up, brave, grounded, becoming. Brave, grounded, becoming.
I would say London.
I
I think it describes her to a T.
like yes. Okay. Last, bright, joyful, unfiltered.
Wow. I would say youth because that's Bella.
Okay, now Jackie, that's what came to my mind was Bella. So I love it. Youth and Bella definitely comes to mind for those as well, guys. I know you're ready. I know you're on the edge of your seat. Jacqueline's getting ready to read for us just a little snippet of "Family Worth Fighting For." Jacqueline, I'm gonna let you set the tone and set the scene for us, and you can start reading when you're ready because we're ready.
Well, I think we're going to start really kind of from the beginning. I'm just going to read kind of a snippet.
Okay.
Patrick's heart stuttered violently in his chest. 4-year-old daughter. The words echoed through his mind until everything else disappeared. His trembling fingers scrolled to the photograph. There she was, Arabella, curly haired, laughing beside her mother beneath a golden South Carolina sunset. Then his breath caught. Those eyes, they weren't just familiar, they were his. In that instant, the assignment that had brought him home no longer mattered. He wasn't returning to write a story. He was returning to meet the daughter he never knew existed.
Did y'all notice how she left us on that cliffhanger? Okay, so you gotta find out. We gotta give you little bits of tea, okay, of what happens when he gets there.
And to kind of further explain that too, when I first started reading, he didn't realize that was his daughter at that point. He was
Yeah,
just finding out that London had a daughter.
yeah,
So
yeah,
that was what shocked him. He's reading an interview about the honey farm, and he finds out because there's this little girl that she has a 4-year-old daughter. So he's already
yeah.
shocked. But then when he really pays attention and he looks at her eyes, then he realizes not only does London have a daughter, he
I do too.
yes.
I love that. I love that, guys. If you're just joining us, Jacqueline just shared with us just a little bit of a family worth of fighting for. Now, Jacqueline, of course, my friend, we got to do a round of rapid fire, and then we'll do a little this or that as well. But for rapid fire, when I give you the word or phrase, just tell me the first thing that comes to mind, real quick. All right. First things up is forgiveness.
Peace.
Ooh. Okay. Patrick in one word.
Oh, handsome.
Ooh. London and Patrick in one word.
Perfect.
Ooh, Jackie, I'm loving these answers. Okay, I love this one, Jackie. I'm ready. Bella's cutest moment.
Oh,
But if
wow.
you could pick for just one, right?
Oh, her cutest moment, I think, um, was when she asked Patrick to draw with her, and she's telling him to I think whatever it was to have sparkles, and he's looking for a crayon or something with sparkles, and she
Yeah,
looks at him like,
she's
"Duh,
like,
you have to pretend the
you have to
sparkles."
pretend the sparkles are there. I love it. I love it. And thank you, King. King has already put the link in the comment section as well. So if you are enjoying this conversation, remember I told you to run and get you a copy of A Family Worth Fighting For. If you will check the comment section, the link is there for you to get you a copy of that as well. And of course, we have to do a round of this or that. But Jacquelin, it is this or that, a Family Worth Fighting For edition. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Honey Farm or Beach Day? Honey
Ooh,
Farm or Beach Day?
well, I'd have to go with the beach day.
Ooh, okay. I love it. Photojournalist adventure or small town comfort?
Mm, small town comfort.
Okay. Look, you know I love a good small town. Okay, Jackie, I'm ready for your answer for this one. Truth revealed or truth discovered?
I like truth revealed.
Okay. Okay. Last one. Home is a place or home is a person?
Mm, wow.
Oh, I got a wow.
I'm gonna go with home as a person because my
Home is a person. Oh, Jackie, I can so see that for this story. Home being a person. Oh my goodness. Guys, let me just tell you, Jacquelin just did a round of this or that with us, a family worth of fighting for. Of course, there is a giveaway. I am super excited about this giveaway. Jacquelin, can you share with the people what the giveaway is going to be on tonight?
yes, it is actually going to be a gift card to a company called Be Sponsible, and it's BEESPONSIBLE, Be Sponsible, and they have the most divine honeys. Um, they have a lavender honey. They have wildflower. I think they have. I think there's an orange blossom. I mean, there's a whole bunch of honeys. But if you love honey, try Be Responsible. So some lucky person will get a gift card.
I love that. I love that. And of course, guys, Jacqueline's going to help me out. I'm getting ready to go up and down the comment section. Jacqueline's going to tell me when to stop. And the winner will get a gift card to Be Responsible. I love that. I love that as well. Okay. So, Jackie, let me get everything ready. All right. I am ready when you are, my friend.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
And let's stop.
Okay. Elowen, you are the winner on today, my friend. Congratulations. Thank you for joining us as well. If you will inbox me, Jacquelin, they need to send me their email address or
Yes,
their. Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So if you will inbox me your email address, I'll be sure to get that over to Jacqueline, and we'll make sure that you get your giveaway as well. So congratulations, Elowen, of that lovely giveaway as well. Jacqueline, oh my goodness, I've had so much fun hanging out with you, and we got some tea of your new book, A Family Worth Fighting For, my friend. We are super duper excited about it as well. And of course, Jacqueline, please share with us how can we get our well, I have a copy, but how can they get their hands on a copy of A Family Worth Fighting For?
Where all books are sold, online. Please support our independent bookstores.
Mhm.
As always, I'm an advocate for really our independent bookstores. Ebook lovers, I think wherever you can get them, but definitely if we can support our independent bookstores. And also, I have a little exclusive more tea
Ooh.
just for this group. If you all love Bella, you will get to see her again in the next book that's coming out, where her role, she's a flower girl assistant.
Ooh, I love it. did y'all hear the tea? You never know. I told you at the beginning, you may get a little tea, you may get a lot, but she will definitely spill some tea. Jacquelin, congratulations. That gives us excitement just to know that there was another Poke Island story coming as well. So thank you for sharing that and spilling the tea as well. And of course, Jacquelin, you have to share with us, my friend, how can we stay connected with you?
I'm on Threads. Well, that's maybe not a good one because that's under my counseling. But I am on Threads. I'm on Instagram and also Facebook.
She
Um,
is, guys. And Jacquelin, for your reader group, are they still able to join that reader group, the Champagne Lounge, as well? Or okay, gotcha. And guys, there is like a question that you have to answer. All of that, and then the admins, they will allow you into the group. Just answer the question. And of course, guys, make sure you go to her website, JacquelinThomas.com. Oh, go ahead, Jacquelin. No, no, not yet. Not the website yet, but just follow her on social media. Look, the website, we're working on that. So in the meantime, follow her on social media, stay connected with her. Get you a copy of A Family Worth Fighting For. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Book clubs, let me tell you, this is a great book for book clubs to read, whether you buddy read it or read it individually. And after you read this book, guys, leave my friend Jacquelin Thomas a review as well. I know that she would be so appreciative. If you see it out in stores, take a picture, buy a copy, take a picture as well. Definitely share that with her, tag her publishers. Let's show her some love the entire month for her new book, A Family Worth of Fighting For. Again, let me show you guys this amazing, cute cover as well. And let me just tell you, you will fall in love with Bella. And King put in the comment section, Jacquelin is on Substack as well. So Substack, Instagram, Facebook, I definitely follow her. Thank you so much, King, for that as well. But stay connected with her because she has lots of things coming soon. There's some other stuff that she has coming soon too. There's another book project that she has. So I'm just going to put that little plug out there. But if you follow her on social media, you will definitely be in the loop as well. Now, Jacquelin, I want to ask you this last question, my friend. You ready?
mhm.
A family worth fighting for in one word.
Um, a willingness, oh, you said one
You can
word.
give us a sentence.
When I think of that, I think it's the willingness to keep showing up.
Ooh, Jackie,
That's
that
what,
lands. I love that. Guys, and if
that's,
you've read the book, let me just tell you, wow, that hits home. A willingness to keep showing up. Again, Jacquelin, thank you so much. Happy release day, my friend. It has been an honor hanging out with you and celebrating your new book, A Family Worth of Fighting For. Guys, we've had an amazing time hanging out with Jacquelin Thomas on today as well. And of course, Jacquelin, I want to allow you the last words of what you want to say to the people tonight.
well, I really thank you all. And King, Faith, and Tony, Mama Tony, Love, those are great
Mm,
words as well. I want really readers to come away believing that while love isn't always easy, because it's not, some relationships
mhm,
deserve another chance.
mhm,
Families aren't defined by perfection, that they're built through grace, through
mhm.
forgiveness, and again, that willingness to continue to show up. So, those are the words and those are the takeaways that I want when people read actually all of my books, because I think that
Mhm.
runs through all of them.
I love that. I love that. Guys, there you have it. Hanging out with Jacquelin Thomas on today. Her new release, A Family Worth Fighting For. It's available in ebook and it's available in print. Definitely get you a copy of it. And Jacquelin, we've had an amazing time hanging out with you today. Thank you so much for spending time with us on tonight on your release day. You could have been anywhere, but you came to the cafe and you spilled some tea about your new book as well, guys. And that is our show on today. And as we always say, have an amazing day because Jacquelin and I, we are definitely having an amazing day. And until next time, we'll see you later. But in the meantime, get you a copy of A Family Worth Fighting For. We'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.